In the name of love, once more in the name of love. Again, we're talking about YouTube models here making something called the Ferrari SF90 Spider by Novitec. Novitec is a tuning company. This is the exact listing I got it from JD Model Car Store. Look at this package. Like, the delivery guy cut something else. This is literally a cut. Or maybe they shipped it cut, right? So I have a suspicion there just isn't that much bubble wrap going on inside here. But it's such a big box, I don't think it's going to be damaged. But I like to open these, so if it is damaged or the wrong item, I'm documenting it. Alright, bubble wrap, loose bubble wrap, so that box is crushed and I can't use it again. Alright, so there's the price plus shipping. Alright, here's Novitec's website. If you want to pause, let me focus on that. You can read that blurb. Essentially, it's a tuning company. You know, they bumped up, excuse me. They bumped up the horsepower over 1,000. And then added a bunch of carbon fiber bits here and there. Special wheels, lightweight wheels, 20-inch in the front, 21-inch in the rear. And that's what's going on. Let's get to the photos of this so we can compare. I'm not sure if I'm really sold on this Ferrari. Someone else actually just makes the road going, the regular stock version. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it. Let's see how this review goes. As a brand, I don't really like Ferrari. I don't like how they sue their customers and make it a privilege for you to overpay to buy their products. It goes against every form of marketing in history. But suckers will buy them up anyways. People with so much money, they just don't care. If I had that kind of money, I would probably be like Jay Leno and say, forget you, I'll just buy, you know, a Lamborghini or a Koenigsegg or something like that. So we got this card here in some Chinese and saying, thank you for spending your money on this unnecessary luxury good. And there's tape here, so you don't have to worry about the cover falling off, pulling it out. But I am going to remove the cover. Alright, that tape isn't too bad. So I just get one side off. Makes again the other side easier. Let's put that aside. Not going to take this off the base. There's probably nothing on the bottom of these things anyways. Let's see. Just went with this classic red. I don't know what color of red. I've learned from a commenter there's many reds that you can buy from Ferrari. And that makes sense. Okay. Kind of hard that they have a black car here. It would have been nicer if they chose or showed other cars in different colors, but these are expensive development cars here. Good old side view. I guess it looks like it. I don't know. It's hard for me. I'm just using a mobile phone, so I can't really even see much. You guys can probably see a lot more than I can. I won't see it until the video is finished and I look at it on YouTube myself. Alright, well the base itself is this clear plastic and it's got this graphic printed on the bottom side. I don't think it's a sticker. I think it's literally printed, so that's good for longevity. I don't think that's going to peel off. So that's good on YouTube's part. We have the photo etch metal plate here, Novitec SF90 Spider. Notice it doesn't say Ferrari. There's around 400 of this color, but they'll come out with other reds, I'm sure, if you miss out on this wave. And then this runner thing, I don't know what that is. Alright, so I think my last one, the Ferrari badge was upside down. Let's see. Alright, someone was paying attention, and the badge is in the proper orientation. I don't know what these things are. You know, it looks like there's glue or something holding this down. Yeah, a decal doesn't do that. Unless, I don't know. Please leave a comment if you guys know what that is. Is it a sticker or a decal? It's definitely not a print. Alright, unfortunately it's so shiny. It's really hard for the camera to figure out what's going on. So we have a carbon fiber graphic here. So far it looks like it's maybe printed on, but we don't know till later. This looks like a separate metal photo etched painted black. You can see the little gap there and there, but it's nice that it's separate. That just goes kind of blanks out there. It's so far deep in there, it doesn't even matter. It's dark. That's what it looks like in the real photos, so that looks pretty realistic. There's a carbon treatment up here as well. So, I don't know. I don't see that on those photographs, but I'm sure it's there. And then they actually have a little venting here, and I think that's a separate piece as well. I'm zoomed in 4 times. So this is like looking at a 1/18 scale car right now. And you can just see it looks pretty good. Except for this. Nope, I'm now catching some sort of residual glue. Is this... Well, it's a soft glue. I guess if you were really, adamant, you could eventually pick that away. But I don't want to do that right now. Alright, the headlights. We got definitely some molded details behind the lenses, and it's very chrome back there. There's definitely some artifacts and strange reflections going on back there, so I think that's pretty good. The panel cuts look pretty good because this is a resin model. Very tight details you can get in plastic. And then we got the carbon treatment here. It's pretty good. I would have to assume that's a decal. But let's rip around here. Maybe it's part of this Ferrari crest as well. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It doesn't have the wrinkliness of a decal. It's relatively smooth, so maybe it's a transfer sticker or something. I like it more than a decal, though. Alright. Separate mirrors, black on the bottom, red on the top, and a reflective sticker there, so I can't really ask for much more there. Some sort of dust or contaminant there. It might be polish. I suspect they might actually polish these things, because look how smooth this paint is. There's really no orange peel. It's really impressive. I guess this scale orange peel is really faint, the wrinkliness of the paint. It's very well painted, or painted and then polished, I'm not sure. Carbon treatment down here. Now this, it definitely looks like a film. The edge of the film is right there, so maybe that's a decal after all. What's nice is I don't see an air pocket, so that's fine. Alright, more up here, carbon treatment. Now this, again, there's like a wrinkle there, so perhaps it's a decal, but it's smooth, so, and there's no air pockets, so for me that seems fine. This is a separate piece as well. Could be plastic, it doesn't have the ting of a metallic piece. This is all just smooth glossy black, clearly a separate piece because you can see the separation right there. The wheels, oddly I didn't start at the wheels. Alright, the prancing horse is there. It's a little off, but I don't mind. And then yeah, this brand has chrome brake rotors. It's really strange. You see? You can actually see the reflection of my pick in the brake rotor. I just don't know if some brake rotors are shiny, but they're generally not glass smooth because the pad wants to actually grab onto it, right? So it's really strange that they chose to have these highly reflective ones. What do you guys think? Is that cool or not? This is a toy, kind of, so I don't know. I guess I'm okay with it, but I think it's better up here. It doesn't look as reflective. No, maybe it is. Alright, well anyways, you can see a photo etched set of cross drilling dots. So it's some sort of shiny metal and etched away. And then the brake caliper is not just flat. It actually has, depth and height and all that. It's 3-dimensional. And it looks like there's printing on the caliper itself. I'm sure it's supposed to say Ferrari, possibly Novitec. The tires, they're nicely rounded. Although this one, let's see, I think it might be crushed. Boy, see, that's the problem with these guys. Seems like a lot of these models, they just clamp them down so much because they're afraid they're going to break off in shipping. But unfortunately, if it deforms a tire like that, that's not good. Alright, so I just released that tension and, well, Still a little gappy on that tire, so that's too bad. It's not, yeah, it's not overly bad, but it's definitely, I mean, I noticed it. But granted, it a regular hands width, you know, no magnification, I don't think I would have noticed that. So most people don't look at their models under 4 times magnification. All right, so again, this wheel, again, the horse is in the same like 5 degrees off, but it's okay. And then that really shiny rotor, but the caliper is fantastic. It looks like a real brake caliper, just all the molding and all that stuff. So nice. And then that tire is a little bit better as far as its concentricity. I'm assuming that's a word. Okay, some black in these little vents, I assume they are. Could be paint. Man, this is a shiny model. And then look at this. I mean, this is so thin, but they put in a little black strip here, so you could, again, floss your teeth with this thing, because this is a dental pick. That's really thin. I mean, someone had to put that there. So this is a pattern as well. Now, this is my... Is there air passing behind that? Look, I think I can see silver through those holes, but it's not flat. So that's a formed piece of metal, I think. Let me get the flashlight and see if we can... What happens here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that silver is behind that metal grate. That is crazy. So this might be the most advanced piece of metalwork I've seen on a 1/64 scale model, because it's a pretty complex form. I mean, it's formed, it's bent. Very impressive. Unfortunately, you know, you got that extra glue that's holding it down. I don't know if you can do anything better about that, because this metal isn't that thick, so they probably just put glue on the edge and pressed it on. So again, maybe you could pick that away, but I'm not going to bother. And so down here we have the carbon treatment again, and let me get a different angle here. Turn the thing sideways, see what the light does here. I'm trying to see the exhausts. Oh, never mind. The exhausts are these round things. So what is in here? Is that just an air vent? Or a backup light? I thought I saw a slot. See, this like... Is this a piece of metal? The chromed metal? That slot-looking shape? And when I say a slot, I mean this line right here. Hold on. This. What is this? I can feel that edge. Hold on, I gotta go back to these Novitec photos. Oh, they're supposed to be red reflectors. Right? So, or lights, maybe they're additional brake lights, but why aren't they red on this model? Right? I mean, those are Novitec photos. So I feel like these should have been red, but they're not. They're just either chrome or they're black. I can't tell. I assume they're probably chrome and they're reflecting the black at the base. Anyways, it's nice to have extra parts, you know, but being nitpicky, and for the price of this model, I do feel like that would have been better if they were red. What's nice is you actually have a license plate of some sort. It says Novitec, so that's cool. I think that's a separate piece. Look, it's actually floating off on these spacers. That's really neat. Alright, the muffler, or the exhaust tips have some depth to them, so no problems there, and they're black like the photos. And then there's some sort of detail here. There's like a deep cavity. I think that might just be open, and it's the black of the depth. Where's that good old light again? Yeah, it's probably the base we're looking at, that black in there. It's pretty far in, so that's nice. And then there's a prancing horse here, and I guess it's kind of upright. It seems a little torque to the right, but now you see the third brake light in the wing is red. So is it a separate piece? I can't tell where my pick is. I'm looking at this through my phone screen. You know, I don't feel that so much. Possible that's underneath or part of the same graphic of this carbon fiber. Alright, the taillights are definitely translucent. You can see the light passing right there. And then in the middle they're black, so there's an extra paint process there. Whoa, there's air right here. This is passing air. See that? So neat. That's a real functional wing. Alright, let's just go finish up this side, make sure. Yeah, for some reason all these horses are canted off a few degrees to the right. Every one of them, it seems. Oh, that's probably the best one. Oh, but unfortunately the yellow is a little bit off-printed. Yeah, alright. Yeah, again, that gap of that tire. The rear one's okay, the front ones were crushed too much. Oh, I didn't even notice there's a little carbon here as well, this little vent or whatnot. The shield there, the mirror looks good. Alright, let's get to the top of the rear here. So the Ferrari is in the proper orientation, which is nice. It's very shiny. I guess it's even centered. I thought it wasn't centered for a moment, but it seems good enough. This is a really funky carbon fiber treatment here. Oh, it's because they're vent holes. Okay. So, yeah. Some of the clear coat got in there, but that's fine. Unless you actually make models yourself, I don't think you have any understanding as to how difficult it is to make a model. So this is definitely, even though it's not perfect, I couldn't do it any better unless I tried to make this 20 times. So underneath this really thin piece of glass, which also has a blackout printed on the backside, you can have more carbon fiber here to look at, and then a flux capacitor with a little silver photo etched metal piece or something on top of it. So that's pretty neat. And it looks like there might be some tubing there, maybe some catalytic converters or some sort of exhaust stuff. Or maybe, no, maybe those are the cylinder heads. So, oh, look at that. That's really neat. You can actually, let me get some more lumens out of this lamp, 15. Look at that. So you got the red. Yeah, those must be the cylinder heads, but there's silver on them. So that's really neat, you know? It's just like that when you look at it normally. But yeah, if you angle it just enough, it's still dark, but once you get the light, you can see it. That's neat. That's really cool. I like that a lot. I'm not sure why I'm particularly fascinated by it, but I do like it. I've just never seen a model do that, where you can see it, even though it wasn't necessary. If they're lazy, they would have just blanked off the wall there, not even showing the engine, but this is an expensive model, so good stuff, you two. So far, much better than the first one I got from you guys. What is this thing? It's just a different black, and it's just a groove. I thought it was another light or something. I don't know what these would be for. Are there 2 fuel fillers? Maybe. But why would they be so far set in? Like, I'd be afraid of like scratching the paint, you know, with the hose from the gas pump. A little shark fin antenna. There's some venting or something there on the headrest. So the headrests are like a matte black up here, glossy over here and here. So now we have carbon fiber seat buckets, and they have a brown like leather, you know, padding. So those seats are pretty nice. They also have seat belt buckles with some red, so that's good. There's some air passing back here. Granted, this casting wasn't the greatest. The seat's a lot better here. Alright, the central tunnel there, you got, is that a, I can't go any further. It looks like a shift pattern, but, yeah, that's a shift pattern, but where's, I don't know what the interior of this real car looks like. Maybe it's, do you move a knob through the shift pattern? I don't know why that would, I don't know. I can't answer that, sorry. So the steering wheel itself has the Ferrari badge in the proper orientation. And then the console has some graphics. One in the middle, there's blue and some dots. On the left, there's some more silver controls right there. And then in the instrument cluster, there's a yellow tachometer. The rear view mirror is very reflective. It's literally reflecting. Oh, I didn't even notice the little window here, you know, to keep the air from messing up your hair. The dashboard, a lot of venting there. And even a little carbon fiber for the binnacle. And then it's got these photo etched metal paddle shifters there behind the steering wheel. The blackout of the windscreen is nice. Then we have the photo etched metal wiper blades, really nicely etched. Look at this. This has got like 2 arms, some dots, and then the blades unfortunately are flat. So that's one shortcoming. Almost every other brand takes the effort to bend the blades perpendicular to the windscreen. But I guess in the it's okay. This might be a decal as well. It's a little wrinkly. So I think that's it. That is the beauty of an open top model. I don't have to take it apart or use a flashlight. This is basically what you see, right? Actually, it'd be more like this. So we're back to no magnification. But still, looks pretty nice. Yeah, but keep in mind, you're going to need a flashlight to see the rest of that engine. It's just so far back in there. Alright, well, this turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to be, because I was just so let down by the other Ferrari got with the upside down badge and stuff like that. Yeah, let's look at a few other resin cars. I don't really have a chance to show this too often, the De Tomaso P72. It's an alright model. The taillights don't really look like a real car though. It's still the best version of this thing in 164. It might be the only version of this in 164. This next one is a DMH of the Enzo. That's the badge, Ferrari badge was a little bent or something on that one. You notice these other ones, might be too small to see, but the wiper blades are bent perpendicular to the windscreen. Alright, let's get these out. Alright, well, let me give you a top view before you can see all the venting on exotic cars. Alright. Here's a SP1 Monza. I don't know what brand made it. It's one of those fly-by-night operations, illegally making things. This next one is a scale mini of a 458 with a cool tricolore paint job. And sorry, I'm not going to sell that. Painting a model is difficult just in one color, but to actually paint that 3 colors, it had to be masked off twice, I believe. So that's really difficult, and the lines are like really smooth. So great job there, Scale Mini. Scale Mini has let me down many a time before, but that model turned out pretty well. And the last one would be the other U2 model, the GTC for Lusso, which I reviewed not too long ago. And that actually is a different red. I think that's the Rosso Corsa. So this is a darker red. It looks like. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing with my naked eye. Alright. So, pleasantly, nothing majorly wrong with this model. So, one for 2 or 50% of my U2 collection is really good. Granted, the other one wasn't a disaster. It's just that the Ferrari logo is upside down, and I find that really annoying. So I'm not sure if these guys have a third casting, but if they do, maybe I'll pick it up. I'll have to research it some more. I'm sure they'll probably make more models in the future. So thank you for checking this one out, and we'll see you in the next resin model review. Bye.